pleasure to invite Professor John Coggins up to give us some closing remarks. Professor Coggins is former Vice Principal of Life Sciences and Medicine at the University in Glasgow, but he's also the chair of the committee that organised this meeting. For myself, and I'm sure you'll agree, for all of us here who've been involved with this, it's been a really, really interesting meeting. So thank you very much to the organising committee and Professor Coggins.
Thank you very much. I must be brief because many of you, I'm sure, will want to get to the bar, or maybe even some have aeroplanes to catch. But before I thank everyone who's been involved in the detailed arrangements for this meeting, Paul Bishop has asked me to give a little plug to something. He has set up in the Hunterian Museum in Glasgow University a special exhibition about CUSP. It's not a large exhibition, but the Hunterian Museum, which will be open this weekend for any of you who are in Glasgow, is Scotland's oldest museum, and perhaps I'm biased, but I think it's one of its most interesting museums. It has a magnificent collection, and you might like to visit. It has an excellent geological collection as well as this little special exhibition. So you're invited to visit that exhibition either on Saturday or Sunday. There are other nice museums in that area, the Kelvin Grove Gallery, and there's a magnificent Mackintosh House, which is part of the Glasgow University Art Gallery. I mean, sadly, this week you can't go and visit the Glasgow School of Art because of the fire they had there, but I met some people recently from the School of Art who say that it wasn't quite as bad as they feared, so it will come as a phoenix out of the flames, but it was a sad event. Anyway, this meeting was the dream and vision of Diarmaid, and he approached Paul Bishop and was very easily able to convince the Royal Society of Edinburgh, the City of Glasgow, and Glasgow City of Science that they would facilitate the meeting to display, if you like, this wonderful project that's lasted a long time now. And one of the, to me as an outsider, I'm a chemist who became a biologist, if you like, and then had the misfortune to run a medical school. I found that there was real vibrancy in this meeting. You seemed to me as a group to capture the multidisciplinarity which is so important now. You need to bring all aspects of the science and engineering together, and you need to talk to the planners and the policy makers and so on. I think this project is a wonderful exemplar, and as Martin has talked about, that this will provide great opportunities in the future, I think, for the BGS and for all of you who work within the BGS and for the many academics and others associated with this project. So it's been an outstanding meeting, and I've enjoyed meeting a lot of people that I've never met before. I've learned an incredible amount by attending this meeting. Coming to the thank yous, particularly to Diarmaid and Paul, and also to Una Carroll, who is the events officer at the Royal Society of Edinburgh, who's been responsible for the very detailed aspects of the organisation. I'd like also to thank the staff of the Glasgow Science Centre, who have made us very welcome. This is a special place, Glasgow Science Centre. I think it's one of the best science centres in the world, actually. But you saw what it's like to have a scientific meeting with all these young people around. I mean, it was a typical day. It's a bit noisy, but this is the way to get youngsters interested. And one of the things I'll be challenging Diarmaid with, I want him to produce some material to put on exhibition here in the Glasgow Science Centre. Because, you know, engaging young people, I think one of the slides shown earlier today is important. We need to excite people about what is possible. And a point that Martin was making, I mean, Glasgow has just got a huge grant from the Technology Strategy Board. For a city to get a grant from one of the, what amounts to a research council is remarkable. But what it's about is connecting things up. It's about, you know, can a city really link up all its services and use communications much more effectively, and to use IT much more effectively. And you know, this is definitely related to the direction that we're going with CUSP. Finally, just to thank the BGS, who've actually underwritten this meeting financially, to COST. And I think it was great that there was a COST meeting in association with this, because it emphasises the importance of that collaboration. We thank the Glasgow City Council for their involvement in the project and also for their hospitality. And I think we've had a brilliant meeting, so thank you all.